Scoffing pancakes on my own up on moors. If you'd have told me 3 years ago that I'd have been doing this, I wouldn't have believed you. But I love it. Oh, this weather, eh? Shocker. Tipping it down, my mate. It's going to be a good camp tonight, hopefully. I've only got to drive literally half hour away from here, and I'm actually going to a place that I've been to before, the car park anyway. Heading over towards Blackstone Edge. So I better crack on and get going. The time is 6 PM already. Time flies when you're having fun, eh? I'm not usually one for forgetting stuff, but for some reason, just as I was driving then, I realised I forgot to bring some cooking oil. I've spotted a little shop en route, so I'm going to go see if they've got some. $2.75 for some crisp and dry. What is happening to the world? Can we just stop for a moment and check the views out from up here? Look at the light shining through there. Not too bad that, is it really? Last time I were here I couldn't see past end of my nostrils. Pure clag. Well, the views from up here are spot on. I'll be honest, for this last 10 minutes or so I've not been doing much cycling. Look at the terrain we're dealing with. I can't handle that stuff on a bike, even if it is an electric bike. I've just got to the summit of Blackstone Edge. I was initially going to cycle further on, a bit more towards Saddleworth and the M62, but I've decided I've had enough of this terrain. Honestly, I thought it were a little bit better than this because I have been before, and from what I could remember I thought that'll be easy on the bike, but it's really slow going because there's rocks and then there's rocks, and I'm going to end up falling off of this thing. I've had a few close shaves, to be honest, and where there isn't rocks there's bog. Look at that there. That's got a bivvy all over it, hasn't it? Got these little rocks to chill on. That fog's come in, man. Proper eerie up here, innit? Spooky as all. If you've ever been up towards Saddleworth Moor and that, yeah, man. Ian Brady tackling it round here. You gotta watch this then. But these rocks are really cool. Just left the bike down there. Just having a look about. Look at this here. John and Rose. 16th at 7th, 78. Fair play. I'm just checking to see if there's any better places, but doesn't look like it. Down there would be an option if they want that big slab there, because that looks like a nice flat grass patch. I think we'll just head on back down there towards where the bike is. I'm fairly sure the track that I were following is part of the Pennine Way. I'll have to double check on the map, but I don't know how people are cycling on there. There were quite a few bits where I could manage it. Obviously with that bike being an e-bike, it's quite heavy, so it's not always easier just because it's an e-bike. Right, I'm going to lay my mat out, see what it's like down there. I don't mind the fact that it's really tufty and thick, because that'll add a little bit of comfort. Because once again, I didn't bring an air mat. When it's not too cold and I'm not up a mountain, I don't mind camping with just this mat. It's comfy enough for me. So I'm going to lay that down. Give it a test. Do you know what? I think that'll be sound. I do feel like I'm laid in a little bit of a coffin with these rocks at either side. But we'll be right. I'm not actually sure how I'm going to put this tarp up, to be honest. I did bring the trekking poles just so I can lift it up a little bit. This isn't how I initially were going to do it, but I think it'll work. I've got a trekking pole just in front of where I'll sleep, so that'll give me enough room to sit in there. And then this one I've got at the max height, which should give me enough room to just lie the bike down in here, keep it out of rain. I am going to tell you a little bit more about this bike later on in the video, but one feature I am glad of already is the fact that it can fold down. That is going to allow me to slide it under there now, and it's what made it easier to get it in my car as well. The frame also folds that way as well. You just unclick this lever and it'll fold like that. That's not going to benefit me in this scenario, so I'm not going to do that, but it's good to know that it does that. So let's see if I can get it in here without destroying my shelter for the night. Oh. Right, we're in. We're in good enough, to be fair. But is it? I'm going to lean on its stand. I think that's all right, you know. I think we've just got away with that. It's away from this trekking pole. It doesn't affect my sleeping area. We're in. So at least that's out at rain now. All sorted. It's saying light rain is expected to start in 4 minutes and last for 31 minutes. I brought with me my alcohol stove, so I'm not sure whether to use that or not. Flames can get pretty wild when I use that. Never seems to happen when I watch other people's videos. But whenever I fire this alcohol stove up, flames are through the roof, man. The last thing I want to do is set this tarp on fire and have this e-bike exploding next to my face. I don't fancy that today. You'll never guess what we're scranning tonight. This will give you a clue. Lemon juice, although only a little trickle, but it'll be enough. Funky plate, jet boil skillet. Bear in mind, I've already had my tea before I come out, so this is just a little treat, this. Yes, mate. American style choc chip pancake shaker. Now, I prefer the non-American ones, just the standard ones, but this is all I had left in cupboard, so I thought, beggars can't be choosers. I have already filled it with water as well before I set off. Better, innit? Much comfier than that rock. But you know, now I've decided to cook out here, that rain's going to arrive, innit? But we'll just move inside if that happens. So I've got my crisp and dry full litre of it. There's not like a bit of lightweight bike pack in here. I've got a full bottle of syrup somewhere though. Golden syrup with mud all over it. Whoa, this chair's sinking. And just like that, the rain has started. Well, that was short-lived, wasn't it? Bloody put my chair up for bugger all. Unless I can sit up inside there. We'll have a look. I know you can drop the legs on these and sort of use it as just a bit of a thing to sit back in. So I might try that. Let's get inside. So this is my little view now. I'm in my little coffin. I've got a little table next to me though, which is pretty handy. But I've also got a big bike right next to me. Looking out into the distance. As you can hear, that rain is here now. I've got my Alp Kit Hunker XL bivvy once again. I think I'm going to get that out now because I've taken my shoes off just so I don't get this mat all filthy. Stick my legs in this. As you can see, I've taken legs off this chair and it can be used as a little backrest. Means I can sit up a little bit, do my cooking on here, which is what I'm going to crack on with now, I reckon. So, yeah, I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. We'll get this alcohol stove on go. What's worse that could happen? The tarp goes up in flames. It's been ages since I've used this. I used to take it on my winter camps just as a little bit of a backup in case the gas freezes. Sometimes you can have trouble with gas in really minus temperatures, especially if you don't get a dedicated gas that's good for minus temperatures, obviously. Yeah, I never know how much alcohol to use as well, so I've filled that up as much as I can, I think. And then what I'm going to do is, oh, I was going to put that over that, but that might be too far away. Give that a light. Hopefully you can see all this. I'm sure you can. That'll do. Tell you what, it's getting warm in here. I'll have to see how we get on with this first one. Because I didn't bring the actual X-Boil pot stand, I haven't really got a windshield. So it's blowing all over the place. Yeah, I don't even know if that's working, to be honest. No, I don't think it is. Bastard. Right, forget that idea. What a load of crap. Blow that out. Now what's that going to be? Not very hot, and it should have been. Let's just go for good old classic gas and stop messing about. I don't actually believe it. Oh my god. Sometimes. Got some fry light here. Spray and go, off you pop. I just spent bloody 3 bones on this crisp and dry. How much oil do I need on one camp? Got more oil than water. So if I get thirsty, I'll be drinking bloody crisp and dry. The main thing is, I've got the Soto Windmaster, the saviour, the beast. Now we're cooking on gas. Quite literally. This will set your tarp on fire. It's a beast. Let's get this going, man. One thing I won't be doing is flipping them in here. Let's turn this over. See if it does it without collapsing. Oh yes, we're all right. A little bit burnt, but I can live with that. Where's my syrup? Syrup, painkiller, cigarette, weed. Where is my syrup? You know what, for the first one, that'll do. Normally I'd crack on making second one if I were at home while I eat this, but don't trust it in here. And I just want to be able to enjoy this. Syrup and a bit of lemon juice. Some good shit that. Scoffing pancakes on my own up on moors. If you'd have told me 3 years ago that I'd have been doing this, I wouldn't have believed you. But I love it. It's actually Euros. I think Portugal are playing tonight and I wanted to watch that, but I'm well past watching it on time. But I'm hoping if I check on iPlayer or ITV Player, as long as the game ain't finished, it might let me watch it from the start. You know what, I've done it. And I didn't even see it score. So I'm going to fast forward that to 7:30. 25 past 7 it is now on there. So that's just going to play now. Kick-off will be at 8 o'clock. And I can just pretend I'm watching it live. Happy days. In fact, I'm going to put my phone on charge while it's chilling. I'm just here burning gas for fun. So that's my setup. Quite happy with it, to be honest. It's certainly not a setup I've done before with the pole at the front and the pole at the back where I'll be kipping. Sorry about the noise in there. You'll be able to wait build up for footy that I'm going to watch in about half an hour's time. My only little concern is the wind pulling these pegs out, because look at that, they're not even in. I'm just really struggling to keep this side pinned down. You can see it flapping about a little bit, and at this side there's no pegs in, so it's lifting up loads. I might just spend a few minutes looking for a few rocks, see if I can just put them on side. That'll help. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it in distance, probably not because of the fog, but that's the M62 running all the way along there. Spin you round my tarp there, you can see the little light on. There's no way you'd be able to spot that from the path at the other side. So it's quite a stealthy spot, but it is quite windy. It's picking up a little bit.
Is about to get underway. I mean, you're incredibly confident about it.
It's good to see a bottle top that doesn't have that little plastic thing connecting it to the bottle. Can't be dealing with that, me. Oh, it's much better. Quite cosy that. Football's on. Relaxing. Are any of you lot watching football fans or what? What are we saying when it comes to football? So I don't really talk about it much in the videos. I'm just going to tuck into this last pancake and then probably get a little bit of shut-eye. I've just finished 6 days at work, which is why I've come out for a local one and couldn't set off till quite late on. So hopefully you don't mind these sort of shorter camps. I can't always get out to the mountains, driving up to Lake District or to Snowdonia, because you're talking 3-hour drives, and I can't always do that after work. It's just not possible, and it's not really worth it, because by the time I get there I'm not going to have a lot of time to hike anywhere, certainly not up a mountain. But I wasn't sure whether to mention this because it's not actually happened yet or been approved, but I'm hoping to drop my hours at work, and that's only been made possible because of you guys watching the videos. So that's going to give me more time to go out camping, filming some epic content, spend more time on the editing. I'll actually have a bit more time to reply to comments as well, because I have been slacking with that lately, to be honest. But yeah, I'll be dropping down to hopefully 3 days a week. That'll be perfect. That gives me 4 days off, a day to go camping, obviously, well, 2 days to go camping, if you know what I mean. So I'll be going on the first day, coming home on the second day, and then a day to edit that video, and then a day to chill. You've got to have a day off, haven't you? So all being well, that is the plan going forward. So hopefully by the time this video goes out, I've sorted that out and that's in place. Work might say no, might be getting me ups up for no reason, but I'm sure they'll be fine with it. That was a cracking little feed, that. Can't beat pancakes. So quick and easy to make. And just proper peng. Right then, that's me, snug as a bug in a rug. Wrapped up in the bivvy and in the sleeping bag. So I'm going to sign off here and get some sleep. And I'll see you lot in the morning. Ooh, not the greatest sleep to be honest. Feel rough as arseholes, man. That wind has been banging through all night. Well, it's hardly a stunning morning, is it? It's not too bad. Very misty. You can just see the nice colours in the sky there. It's quite cold though, and that's flapping about like a good one. So my rocks that I put on last night, that came off. Don't know about this side. Nah, that one's holding in all right because I put it on top of the pegs. So I think first things first, let's get this bike out. Look at that, as easy as that, eh? Also got the added issue of not having out to put this plate in, and it's full of all that syrup, so it's really sticky. So obviously I don't want to put it in my bag. I've used this soggy arse dry bag with the wet tarp in as a bit of a cloth, and I'm just going to clean this plate. It'll be right, man. And then I'll just wash this properly when I get home. Whoa. How's that managed to get heavier? Certainly feels it. I've even emptied one of my water bottles out as well, because there's no point carrying that extra weight for the sake of it. Right then, leave no trace. That's my little coffin that I stayed in last night. But yeah, what an eerie place it is up here, man. It always is. Oh, suspension's doing its job. It's a bit of a bone rattler, this path. These fat tyres are helping. Whoa! Jeez. Ah, nearly fell off. So the plan was to tell you a little bit more about this bike, but that thing over there is making a rate racket. So what we'll do is we'll cut to one of these. The ENGWEV Engine Pro 2.0 is a folding fat tyre e-bike. It came nicely packaged and assembling was pretty straightforward. You can either read the easy to follow instructions or do what I did, wing it and end up with the handlebars facing the wrong way around, which I swiftly amended. The frame is made from a robust but lightweight 6061 aluminium alloy. It has a powerful 52 volt, 1200 watt peak motor with 75 Newton meters of torque, which is powerful enough to pull you up hills, and with its 4-inch wide tyres it can tackle all terrains with plenty of traction and grip. And can I just add, I have literally owned cars with not much more torque than this thing. It has 160mm hydraulic disc brakes with plenty of stopping power. The gears are Shimano Altus and effortlessly change nice and smooth. The LED display is bright and clear and gives you all the information you need, including the battery level, mileage,
as well as a speedometer. It has 5 levels of pedal assist, and with its more battery friendly torque sensor, the ENGWEV website states that on level 1 power assist mode it has a range of up to 110 km thanks to its 832 watt hour, 52 volt, 16 amp hour lithium ion battery. Charging times are around 5.5 hours. Just like my other ENGWEV bikes that I've used on the channel before, as I expected, the build quality is excellent. It has lights front and back with a functional brake light on the rear. I particularly like the look of this robust rack, perfect for carrying bulky items. A big thank you to ENGWEV for sending me out this Engine Pro 2.0 e-bike. I'm looking forward to taking it out on more adventures. I'll leave a link to it in the description for anybody interested. Back to the video.
And boom shanker, we're back. Not a bad little bit of kit, is it? I'm fairly impressed, to be honest, and I'll certainly get back out on it again. Now, you might be aware that I've actually got 3 e-bikes now. You must be thinking, you greedy bastard. But there is a reason for that. Now, the Bradford Bushcraft bastards can go out on a little e-bike adventure. Well, that's a wrap. E-bike camping on the moors without a tent. It's been a steady little camp, that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Peace out in a bit.